What is the exact value? 9.8. That is called true value. What is the measured value? This is called measured value, 9.825. So between this and this there is a difference. That difference is said to be an error. Okay, so that error is of two types, mainly systematic errors and random errors. Okay, next, so what is the absolute error? So the absolute error means the value of mean or average. For example, I want to find out the absolute error in G1. Okay, so G1, absolute error in G1 is represented as delta G1 is equal to G average minus G1. Okay, so absolute error, that is the difference between the actual value and average value, that is said to be absolute error. Okay, next, relative error. Relative error, that relative error is said to be, for example, I want to find out the relative error in G1. That relative error in G1 is represented as delta G1 by G1. Delta G1 by G1. Okay, and next one is called percentage error. Next one is called percentage error. That percentage error is represented as delta G by G1 multiplied with 100. Okay, so that is said to be the types of errors. Absolute error is the difference between the average value and its actual value. Relative error is said to be the ratio of absolute error in that physical quantity to the initial one. Percentage error multiplied the relative error with 100. Okay, next, error in addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Error in addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So for example, take a physical quantity x. So this x is represented like this, x equal to a plus b. For every physical quantity there exist two values. One is called the true value and second one is called the error value. Okay, so the value of a is represented as a plus delta a plus or minus delta a. The value of b is represented as b plus or minus delta b, b plus or minus delta b. So you will get compulsory the value of x as x plus or minus delta x, x plus or minus delta x. So for example, let us consider the a as 5 plus or minus 0.5 and b as 4 plus or minus 0.3. Okay, so now find the error in addition of a and b. Means, so what is the x value? X equal to a plus b plus or minus delta a plus delta b. Okay, so a value is 5, b value is 4, 5 plus 4 9 plus or minus 0.5 plus 0.3, how much? 0.8. That means the value of x is represented as 9 plus or minus 0.8. Okay, 9 plus or minus 0.8. If we want to subtract, so that value is represented as a minus b plus or minus delta a b, delta a plus b. So in this only you will consider the maximum value in the error, either it is multiplication, subtraction, division. Only you should consider the maximum value, that is plus only. Okay, how much? A 5 minus 4 1. So you will get 1 plus or minus 0.8. Okay, that is the difference. What is the multiplication? Multiplication means 5 plus or minus 0.5 and multiplied with 4 plus or minus 0.3. So multiply all 4 terms. We will get like this: 5 4s, 5 into 0.3, 0.5 into 4, 0.5 into 0.3. Okay. So if it is least, it is neglected, then you will get like this. So actually in terms of a and b, you will write like this: a multiplied with b, delta a multiplied with b, delta b multiplied with a plus or minus delta a multiplied with delta b. If delta a multiplied with delta b is least, it is neglected. The remaining error value is like this. Okay, this is error in the multiplication of two physical quantities a and b. A is represented as a plus or minus delta a, b represented as b plus or minus delta b. Okay, that is about the multiplication. Similarly, in the case of division also, x equal to a by b means a is a plus or minus delta a divided with b plus or minus delta b. So you will get like this: a plus or minus delta a multiplied b minus r plus delta b. Now again it is same as that of multiplication or not. So again you will get the rule like that. So that is the way of doing the error values. Okay, so first calculate a by b, next calculate the error values. Okay, that is about the error. Next, in solving problems like x equal to a power n, x equal to a power n, find the percentage error in x, means delta x by x percent is called what? Percentage error in x is equal to n multiplied with delta a by a percent. N multiplied with delta a by a percent. For example, I am given like this: x equal to a square, and the percentage error in a is 4. Then what is the percentage error in x? Means delta x by x percent is equal to, here how much power? 2. Here n multiplied with 2. Okay, 2 multiplied with 4%. So I will get how much? 8%. 8%. For example, like this: x equal to a b square by c power 1 or c power 4. Okay, now you will get like this: a b square c power minus 4. But the percentage error can be written like this: delta a by a percent plus 2 multiplied with the delta b by b percent plus 4 multiplied with delta C by C%. Now they are given like this: delta A by A%. In A, the percentage error is 2%. In B, the percentage error is 4%. In C, the percentage error is 5%. What is the percentage error in X? They are asking like that. Then the percentage error in X is given as like that. So in A, the percentage error is given as 2 plus. In B, the percentage error is given as 4, 2 4s 8. In C, percentage error is given as 5, 4 5s are 20. So you will get 30%. 30%. So that is the way how to get the percentage error. Okay. So your question is, why I am taking here division? So the power is minus, but why I should take plus? Means in every error there exists plus and minus, but at the time of calculating the percentage error, you have to take the maximum permissible error. The maximum permissible error, so that you can get the maximum value. If they are asking the minimum condition, then only you should substitute the minus. Okay. So I am doing what? The maximum permissible error in X. That is nothing but delta X by X%. Okay. Delta X by X%. So if other model problems like this. Now given A equal to AT plus BT square is given. Now find the dimensional formula for A and B. Means V is the velocity or speed, T is the time, and T square. Okay. Now, so there are the rules for the dimension analysis. Okay. Now this velocity should be equal to this one, this term, AT. Now this term should be equal to this one. To find the value of A, equate the velocity with AT. To find the value of B, equate the V equal to BT square. Then what happens? AT is equal to V, means T equal to A equal to V by T. V units meter by second by second, meter by second square. So that is meter nothing but L T power minus 2. Okay. That means the value of dimensional formula for A is LT minus 2. Next for B, T square is equal to V. You will get the value of B as LT power minus 3. LT power minus 3. So like that you will get the values. Okay, that is one model of dimension analysis. So what is the dimension analysis? What are the applications? So the dimensional analysis means what you know the fundamental quantities, mass, length and time. The mass, length, time, powers, already in the first class, the mass, length, time, powers are not changing, are changing for a given physical quantity, changing for any physical quantity. Okay, that means when the physical quantity changing, the powers of mass, length, time also changing. So it is not constant. So the dimension analysis which use an equation like the powers of the fundamental quantities are to be raised, and they are representing in a particular equation. Okay, so for that the applications are: first one, to check the correctness of equation, to check the correctness of equation. Next, second one is to derive the relation between different physical quantities Next, third one, to check the first one is to check the correctness of equation. Second one, to derive the relation between different physical quantities. Okay, so whether the dimensionally it is correct or not. Okay, to check the equation either dimensionally correct or not. So the first one is to check the correctness of equation. For example, if I are taking v equal to u plus at, what is the unit of this? Meter by second. What is the u unit? Meter by second. What is the a unit? Meter by second square. Time unit is second. Second cancel. So the left side and right side both will have the same units. Both have same units. So this is dimensionally correct. Okay. The second one is to derive the relation between different physical quantities. For example, I want to find out the relation between time period, length and acceleration due to gravity. That means this time period depends on the length and acceleration due to gravity. Now I want to find out the value of A and B. So what is the dimensional formula for time t? What is the dimensional formula for length L? Power A. What is the unit of G? Length meter by second square, nothing but LT minus 2 power B. Okay. So T is proportional to L power A plus B and T power minus 2B. Okay. Now mass 0, L 0. Now compare the powers of mass on both sides. There is no mass on left and right. So there is no mass. Compare the powers of length on both sides. 0 equal to how much? A plus B. So A equal to minus B. And compare the powers of T. So you will get to minus 2B equal to 1. B equal to minus 1 by 2 means A equal to how much? 1 by 2. So you will get how much? 2 power. So T equal to, T is proportional to A L power 1 by 2, G power minus 1 by 2. G power minus 1 by 2. That means this is the root or not? So here this equation depends T is proportional to root L by G or not. That means to derive the relation between different physical quantities, we are using the dimensional analysis. Okay. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about the significant figures and round off numbers. Okay. So after that some problems we will do. Next we will go. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel Sri Sai